Okay, so this should be long enough for the stream to pick up. So, hey guys, MDD8 here, and I'm doing a I'm doing an analysis stream for Super Mario RPG, the Switch version. Now, there's been a trailer for the Switch version of Super Mario RPG, and needless to say, I have some definite stuff to talk about. Some definite welcome stuff. Hold on. What was that doing? Not being useful. I think I spoiled a key surprise. But, right. So today the Nintendo Direct happened. The two Nintendo Direct happened, and Super Mario RPG has had a remake announced. So, yeah, let's watch. So at this point, you might recognize immediately that Super Mario RPG was having something happen. Something happen. Would it be a each shop release, perhaps? Also, Princess Little Bowser's about to kidnap you with. Wait, what? That different. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, you can tell that you'd have been even. You'd be able to tell that there will be a remaster of Super Mario RPG. The graphical remaster. It's a Dark and Stormy Night. That's a change. Super Mario RPG. We got updated graphics and everything. Nothing out of the ordinary. This is the Land's End Desert, by the way. Pterosaurs being violently planked and Nimbusman. Mm. That area that leads to Yoster Isle. By the way, I'm hoping the Mushroom Derby is improved. It was just a disaster in the original. Whatever happened to the sound? But hey, new animation. Oh, now it's fun. Even comes to life. Battle Fashion. Yeah, we're seeing some of the characters' recruitments. And now we see the battle. Already we can see a difference. What's this board state? I don't recall that being in the original game. What's this percentage? I don't recall that being in the original game. Yeah. Actually, we can already see that there are user interface changes, first and foremost. Like, we can already see the FP, HP is shown at the bottom. Yeah. But what's with the meter? What's with the meter in percent? That's new. Yeah. I actually saw that very, very quickly. And I can tell that already that there would have to have been gameplay changes at this point. Oh yeah, already at this point, already at the point where I was initially watching the trailer, mhm, I was nudged into in the Mario RPG is trying to convince me to buy a Switch mode. It does try. Like, I'm in a mode where there isn't too much, admittedly, that wants me to get a Switch. But Mario RPG is trying, I will say that. But I don't want to see a remaster of Kid Icarus Uprising Battalion Wars and or Secret of Evermore in both TLC touches. And, oh, but it gets better, of course. Perfect block, by the way. And it displayed with a shield. Oh, and the meter updates too. Oh, but here comes the interesting part. Mario's using a knock-knock shell, and we see this stuff. Wait a minute, what? Hold up. Yeah, jump for 5 seconds. Wait a minute. Why is there a 15 on the Wiggler? And there's a 62 on the totally not Donkey Kong. Yeah, hold on. Pause this on the correct frame. I'm trying to pause this on the correct frame. So touchy. Yeah, you might think the 15 could be related to something like the meter, but I'm going to show the thumbnail. No, Wiggler actually flinches from an attack, from a knock-knock shell attack aimed directly toward Change of Totally Not Donkey Kong, the disgraceful Mighty Dinosaur, I recall. We got pre-chain, we have regular boost with this stuff that's related to the meter, but I'm more interested in the splash damage. I didn't even notice until watching the trailer again at some point later after the direct ended. I quickly noticed, why is there 15 in Wiggler? Better yet, why is Wiggler flinching, period? And yeah, I could tell. Splash damage. And I can bet that it would have been from the knock-knock shell. Would have been because Mario was using the knock-knock shell. Which would make sense, by the way, because what was it? Because because in the regular Mario games, Mario would kick a Koopa shell. It would take out any baddies. You could even get one-ups out of this. I mean, granted, there was some risk to this, but still. Oh, and that's another thing. I mean, because I can bring up Waluigi's ROM hack Super Mario RPG Revolution. It involves counterattacks aplenty. Enemies counterattack you use just physical attacks, or in general, to encourage you to use magic attacks to end the fight sooner. And they would particularly counterattack weaknesses as well to make sure you don't turn them into bestiary abuse. My favorite example of the latter, by the way, was with the Axum Rangers involving Red having a cleave counter, and so that cleave is blockable, but Axum Red's cleave would still hit you like a truck. So you wouldn't want to just throw about group control carelessly without understanding that Red does have his cleave counter, because if you don't perfect block the cleave counter, it's going to hit like a truck. Yeah, so yeah, that involved gameplay. But here, yeah, you might think that area of effect being added to given weapons like the knock-knock shell would seem innocuous, but think about the implications. Because if it's added to the knock shell, surely it would be added to the lazy shell, which I recall Waluigi turned into a glass cannon in Super Mario RPG Revolution again, and that was a YMV case, to say the least. But yeah, I imagine that the lazy shell will likely get an attack decrease. Actually, kind of think of it, there may be equipment stat decreases across the board. I mean, some of the equipment stats could get crazy. Well, I don't know. I don't know how Mario RPG will balance things. The remaster will balance things. But I know that the original Mario RPG was easy enough. It was easy enough without Geno Boost. It was easy enough when when this meter mechanic didn't existed, and it's definitely was easy when the lazy shell did not have splash damage, which splash damage would undoubtedly trivialize Smithy's first phase because you could just aim the lazy shell at Smithy, kick it at him, and others keep getting hit. And the Cyphers that's not their face keep getting hit as well. And getting trivialized. Smelters even doing it, screening those Cyphers. Except those Cyphers get destroyed, so Smelter becomes irrelevant. Yeah, that's just. Keep in mind, by the way, that the Lazy Shell was stronger than the Ultra Hammer, other than involving random variants. And you could get it before the Exo Rangers. You can get the Ultra Hammer until after defeating Exor. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, and that's a big thing I should bring up. Core gameplay changes in a remake, and we're seeing them right away. I looked over Pac-Man World Repac's own trailer earlier today as well for a comparison, and there was no point in that where the flutter jump was shown. And keep in mind that was what, 2 months before Pac-Man World's Repac's own release, 3 at the most. This is 5 months before Mario RPG Switch's own release, and we're already seeing a key gameplay change. I mean, granted, splash damage may actually be sucky, but it's still there at all. It could actually benefit from the meter involvement, actually. What was it? Yeah, we're already involving ambitious core gameplay changes. Yeah, I should mention one of my suggestions for remaster of Kid Icarus Uprising is for power regeneration to be done by methods other than dying, which had been a problem in the original Kid Icarus Uprising. They just have to be risky methods, like melee attacking or. But that would still be a core gameplay change. So yeah, Mario RPG is greenlighting core gameplay changes to improve the experience. I was worried about having to expect a little, but here I am expecting a lot. Moving on. Did Kevin just hunch over? Yeah, Kevin hunched over. Yeah, we can see that there's clearly falling over animations for defeated enemies. Although that's not terribly major, I will say that. I mean, Adventures Mana involves that too, because. And this is graphical anyway. Oh, by the way, minor boss theme. Even though we are seeing Smithy Gang bosses, I gotta delete. Water blast makes no sense now, by the way. And Flame Wall can't block. That's a UI change if I ever I seen one. Flame Wall is marked as can't block. Oh, and Flame Wall's animation is different too, because Mac just plays with a fire attack, and it causes an explosion, and that engulfs the party members. In the original, the flame wall was just represented by this flaming wall of fire moving fast. It was just silly then. This is a YMV change, but yeah, we can say that the animations are changed. These are going to be YMV changes. Like Water Blast, I agree with. Flame Wall was funny back in the day. Blizzard can't block the sword because it's a spell. I'm nice guy and great guy. Oh, right, nice guys on the top, great guys on the bottom. Wait, Hallow's in the middle. I remember Dodo would take away the middle party member and fight them one-on-one. Yeah, those who are familiar with the original source material would know what's implied here. Oh, and the scene of Mario saving Gina from... Oh, and Mario takes off his hat! And cheering about saving Gina from Bowyer. That was a funny kick out of Batter's cast. Wait, what's this? Gino moving along the rainbow. I think team attacks are involved because Bowser is in his clown car with Mario and Mallow. Is it not an obvious solution to get back into Bowser's Keep? Because the big plot point is that Bowser's Keep has the problem that the bridge is down, but what is keeping the heroes from just using a flying contraption to get into Bowser's Keep? They literally do that at the end of the game with the Royal Fuss from Nimbus Land. I imagine for Bowser's Clown Card, the Smithy Gang would have some anti-air station in important turrets that shoot down Bowser's Clown Cars should Bowser approach with it. That would explain. I mean, yeah, the Smithy Gang does involve medieval weaponry, but there's still machines and everything. So, yeah. So it would be unreasonable for them to have countermeasures to Bowser's Clown Car, like probably throwing axes, or specially made throwing axes of some sort. I mean, I remember the staff involved axe faces to begin with, so I wouldn't put it past the Smithy Gang to involve that sort of thing. And I know. But there would still be the matter of the Royal Bus not being intercepted. Probably something will probably come up that would provide Chris brilliance about that part. And yeah, I know. I'm covering about a game that would be designed for kids. I admit, I feel like I'm 10 all over again at this point because of this remaster. But what was it? But even so, there's supposed to be something to enjoy for adults. I mean, that's the point of, well, certain stuff involving Peach. I'll say that. Any of you adults would know what I'm talking about. But moving on. Oh yeah, I should bring up what I'm wanting to bring up with this section. Another thing, team attacks. Is that being involved? Because that would explain Gino sliding along Rainbow Road, Bowser using his clown car that would be an obvious way to get into Bowser's Keep, etc., etc. But anyway. Oh yeah, Mario has jump shoes equipped here. The piranha plants are taking damage even though they're supposed to be immune to jump. And they're at high enough level, so... Oh, and Mario used Ultra Jump, if you're wondering. That's how he's able to hit the piranha plants. And that's how he's able to hit 4 to 5 piranha plants. Midas River, by the way. I have to wonder how that will get rebounded. I mean, back in the day, I got the 100 coins on record. I got it recorded on YouTube a long time ago. I got the Midas Master Medal. Actually, the Midas Master Medal is something I made up. It's not a thing in the actual game or anything. You know. But I have to wonder if the Midas River's first part will better balance some of the coin positions, because some of them can be a little iffy to handle. And we have the comedic sketch still around it. Like here, Mario's being called out for trying to invent sort of instead of taking Princess Peach back to the Mushroom Kingdom Castle to make sure the Chancellor feeling better about things and everything. Apple Hunt, Gilder Isle. Again, I hope the Mushroom Derby's better handle. Give a visual display of the timing with the beats, because not having that is just so problematic. Oh, and the guy just lost the minigame of hiding from the snippets. You're supposed to keep hiding for the curtains until Booster eventually opens the one you hide in. And eventually catches you, but then he sees the Mario doll above you, and you knock it down to him. Huh? And when's this happening? I mean, I assume that this is happening at some point. Some point after Peach joins for good, but before, because yeah, we're seeing the party members talk about things at Vista Hill. Oh, and Star Piece recovery. I forget which Star Pieces this one is. It definitely has to be somewhere from the 4th one to the final one. It could be the final one, actually. The one out by Smith. Hey! Super Mario RPG, November 17, 2023. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo Wii. Where is it? 50 seconds, 50. Yeah, I know it was at 50 seconds. Seriously, this. So yeah, you think this covers everything I would want to cover right now? I don't know what else to cover, honestly, but yeah. I guess I'll leave it to you guys to see what you have to say. Please comment on everything, and I would be nice to see that. Thank you. Have a nice day.